Alright guys, this here is my hay bale blind that I made this year. All out of materials from home. You can see here that it's got chicken wire here, alfalfa hay in between that and the tarp I have. There's a brown tarp, as you can see here. I nailed that, stapled it onto some braces that I made out of plywood, 2x4s, 4x4s. The base on the very bottom is actually a pallet from work. I made this back in September. I haven't really done anything but get in and out of it to hunt since I brought it out and put it up. Here in Kansas, the wind gets pretty bad, so as you can tell, some of the tarp on the ends has kind of come off a little bit. Whenever I made it, I didn't anticipate on putting the hay bales next to it, but after I came out and realized how well it worked pretty good, and I didn't blend in the sides as well. It's now January 19th, and you can tell it's held up pretty well for the most part. Coming over here to the side, I've got my door, and this is facing towards the north. The blind faces out to a food plot. The timber over there to the west, there's a creek just on the other side of that tree line. Coming inside here, simple little lock, simple door. Inside here, you can see that I took cattle panel and ran it around the sides. I stapled at one end on the bottom, ran it over the top, and stapled again down to the very bottom. I took a brace, 4x4s, and a 2x4 across the top. I made windows, plywood down on the bottom, a little bit of carpet to help it stay a little quiet. For the most part, it does work fairly well. I can get about 2 adults in here. It's not huge, but it also doesn't look too outside of a normal hay bale. It lets in barely any light. I took a liner, black liner, that's similar to a trash bag, and lined the inside before I put the brown tarp on top, so that my silhouette wouldn't stick out as bad on that brown tarp. It was dark in here anyways, it probably wouldn't have mattered. I also took a thinner cage wire and put it on the top half in case of snow or rain. Got on top of it and weighed it down. It didn't want to cave in between. I didn't have any problems at all. I sat in this blind when there was 30-mile-an-hour winds with no problem. As you can tell, it's just a pallet on the very bottom. Not much. This only took me about 2 days to build. I think I spent about $40. Majority of that was the tarp that I bought. If you guys have any questions, comments, I know there's plenty of things I could do to make it better. This was the first one I made. I'm planning on making another one this summer for next season. I don't know if I'm going to keep this one. As you can tell, it's held up actually pretty good. I need to do some touching up, restaple, nail, stuff like that. I'm going to cover the ends this next year to help blend it in even a little bit more. But if you guys have any questions at all, comments, go ahead.